let's talk about Star Trek Discovery Season 5, which I thought was interesting. I hate headlines these days. Headline came out, Star Trek Discovery Season 5 will not come out in 2023. And I'm like, no shit, man. We knew that like 6 months ago.
Yeah, we know.
Why
Yeah.
is that out? Why is that out?
Yeah, what a stupid...
But, it gets clicks. Star Trek Discovery Season 5 is like Indiana Jones, according to Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes believes that Star Trek Discovery is returning to its roots as a series focused on action and adventure in its 5th and final season. I don't know if this story goes into it, but one of the other stories I was looking at talks significantly about how they really wanted to get away from all of the emotional turmoil.
Look what
episodes.
he said. Look what he said.
Is it actually here?
He said the first half of the season finale of Discovery, by the way, is Indiana Jones this year. This is a quote, by the way, from Frakes. Indiana Jones this year instead of the heavy emo of season 4.
See, he said it.
He even continues, Discovery is back on track as an action adventure show, and I guess they got their marching orders to maintain that.
They got their marching orders to maintain that. So what does that tell you guys? It means that all the stuff we were talking about, how terrible, like it was all about mental health for Discovery Season 4, and we're like, please, this needs to stop. The people in charge, Alex Kurtzman and perhaps showrunners and stuff said, yeah, knock that crap off, you guys. We're going to do back to Star Trek.
He called it heavy emo.
And Jonathan Frakes, he says some things like I don't agree with sometimes, but he also always says like exactly what he's thinking. So That's 100% true.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, so I'm sorry. He did also say Discovery's 4th season started with that action adventure framework. A misunderstanding in the season premiere, Kobayashi Maru, during attempts by Captain Michael Burnham and Cleveland Booker to get the inhabitants of Alshane 4 to rejoin the Federation. It led to a tense chase scene. Do you remember that? The inhabitants of Alshane 4, they were like butterfly people?
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Do you remember them running through the woods as the butterfly people were chasing them, only to get to the cliff and then teleport to their ship?
I did. Yeah, that was really dumb.
Why didn't they just teleport to their ship?
Stop being reasonable,
dude. It was they get to where the ship is, and then they activate teleport. Like, is the teleport like only work?
It only works within 6 feet of the ship.
Oh my god! This is 1,000 years in the future where they have like point to point teleportation. Like they literally have teleportation where they can use it like it's almost like a blink or something.
It's not teleporting, bro. You gotta stop saying that.
What?
It's transport.
Whatever, transporting. But they have like point to point transporting where they can literally like they got a personal transporter where they can transport themselves from here up to a cliff or something like a blink in a video game or some kind of or sprint or whatever you call it.
Like a teleport, right?
Like a teleport. Like something from Portal or something. And they start running, and like the whole like first 15 minutes, them running from these butterfly. First off, the people are so stupid looking.
Hold on a second. I got to tell you something. Because we didn't finish that thought.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
That episode bothered me so much.
I know it did. But there's something that was said in this quote that is fucking brilliant that we have to visit.
Okay, go.
You didn't finish the quote. Okay. This gives away shit they don't want us to know. And I can't believe he said it. Frakes said Discovery is back on track as an action adventure show, and I guess they got their marching orders to maintain that. Are you ready for the next part? Everybody has embraced it, from Michelle Paradise, showrunner, and Alex down through the cast. Alex Kurtzman, who's in charge of Star Trek, was given marching orders to maintain Star Trek's action adventure by higher ups than Alex Kurtzman. So what that tells you is that somebody told Alex Kurtzman, change your damn Star Trek. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's what we forgot. He says there's a new energy and a new mandate from studio heads who said you're fucking up Star Trek. Get it right.
Imagine the studio's like, guys, I don't understand. Why is there a 15-year-old non-binary person on your crew that complains about her feelings every 5 minutes? Like, how does any adult want to watch this?
Well,
anyone.
Yeah, why is the ship seeing a therapist?
Why is this ship? Yeah, why does the ship need therapy? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't get it. No one gets it. Stop doing this. The butterfly people, for the love of God.
It heartens me to know that even though I don't trust the studio heads to know much more than Alex does, that at least somebody is saying this shit isn't good. Do something different.
Oh my God. And like the season 4 finale with like the C-10, 18, whatever aliens. From beyond the galactic barrier or whatever.
Yes, outside of our galaxy.
So it was so. Oh, I hate it so much. And like the big thing that it was like just like their trash compactor that was like trying to find some. Like it was like just a piece of their technology that was eating up entire galaxies. They're so powerful.
As bad as all that is, there's nothing worse than a Kelpian being able to destroy all of Warcraft.
Yeah, that was that's it.
That's like, the worst part of Discovery. Yeah, even above and beyond all the mental health issues.
Season 3 was the worst because they told you that they can't travel at warp without dilithium, which we know that's not the case. They told you that dilithium is the only way to travel, which is what makes Discovery so powerful because it has the spore drive. But then it reintroduced the Kelpians after 1,000 years. And one of the Kelpians was so powerful because of the planet it was on with dilithium that it had a temper tantrum and blew up the universe's dilithium stores. Yeah, like, there's everything about that is wrong. Like there's everything about that is wrong and opposite to established canon. And you know what? Any writer could have just looked up what that lithium was for. Just anyone.
Well, they don't even care. That's not. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like they could go look it up, but they just don't care. They're like, well, it doesn't matter because we don't care. So we're going to make it be whatever we want it to be going forward. And that's part of the problem with Star Trek. We've said it millions of times. The writers need to build upon the pyramid of Star Trek that has come, not just create new Star Trek. Then it's just Star Wars.
Yorkshire is a good point here. Remember that short trek puts Discovery stuck in a nebula within 1,000 years, right?
I'm sorry? Like, in the future?
They did that short trek with the...
Yeah.
Coincidentally, the guy who played Hawkman in Black Adam, which I love that actor. I actually like that episode, by the way. And Discovery was like purposely left, and like the original Discovery, not the new upgraded version of Discovery with the detachable nacelles. Oh, that's so stupid.
So that already tells you that something's wrong,
right?
So you'll find because Star Trek has now created these multiple universes. You're going to find that Discovery is probably in some other universe. I mean, they already changed it, so that's already been retconned. It's not going to happen in this.
So they created a short trek, and like a year later, completely changed the story and completely ignored the short trek.
And this surprises you? Why? Sorry,
but it did show you that it. But there was some. It did show you that the ship was developing sentience, which that had not been revealed yet.
Well, that's what Contact wanted to go for. That was why the short trek was setting up for that season. Remember?
So why would they show you in the future that's gonna be sentient, just like what they're developing towards, but they ignore the rest of what they established in that show.
Well, they changed the story. They also sent the ship 900 years into the future after doing that short trek. That was not planned. So that was not planned before that short trek. So they've changed everything. That short trek is not going to stand on its own. So
yeah, I don't know.
Michael Nemo for $5. Thank you so much, Michael. Star Trek Continues needs to get more love, but of course now the creator producer has been canceled due to sexual allegations as well.
What?
That is not good.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, isn't that the guy with like the really bad plastic surgery? What's his name?
Oh, Vic something.
Yeah.
Vic Mignogna.
Is he the guy who, he just stars in it, right?
No, he created it. Well, I think he did. I don't know. He plays like the Kirk. He plays the captain.
Interesting. Okay, well. Oh yeah. Vic Mignogna. I can't say his name. Mignogna. He created Star Trek Continues, and he stars in it. So I guess he's getting. There's allegations against him now. That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 women who accused him of inappropriate behavior, and the partner of the woman. So sexual harassment is what he was brought up on.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a nice guy. When I say bad plastic surgery, I'm just saying that like you see him, he looks like he's had a lot of facelifts or whatever. But I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm not trying to be.
He is a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in our community. So
yeah.
Michael Nemo for $2.
I won't never forget that though. It was like a few weeks ago when we were watching him rant at a convention.
Oh, that was great. And everybody's like,
why are we here again? Oh my God.
No,
that was hard to watch.
It's sometimes it's how you feel. Michael Nemo for $2. Thank you also again, Michael. Gonna talk about the Trek proof of Trek proof of concept rumor. Trek proof of concept rumor. I haven't heard that one. Let's see. Trek proof.
I don't know.
Concept. I don't know. We'll look at it.
Yeah.
See what that's all about. I haven't heard about that one. Okay. So let's finish up this story. We got sidetracked here somehow.
No, that's it for the story.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
What's the Indiana Jones part? Oh, it was just action.
That's action adventure again.
That's action.
He should have picked a different franchise, one that had not recently lost $1 billion.
It's Indiana Jones is a great headline, though.
Right? It is. Yeah.
The good thing I'll say about Discovery season 5 is that he's directing, and he's a good director. So at least the episodes that he does will make sense. And if you look back at Discovery, his episodes are always usually the best ones.
They filmed a proof of concept with 7 for Legacy. I don't know anything about that.
That's a rumor. It's a rumor, but I haven't even heard that rumor, so I doubt it. I would be surprised if they shot anything.
Yeah, they're not shooting anything. They're on strike, and honestly, we might know something about it. And we don't know anything about that.
Well, let's look at it maybe in the member section.
Yeah. All right.
So some more Jonathan Frakes news, which I thought was interesting, is he has Star Trek Strange New Worlds is bittersweet for him, and I was like, what do you mean? What is it, bittersweet? What's going on here, Jonathan? So here's what he says. Jonathan Frakes, he actually did the crossover episode, I think. Those old scientists.
Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks crossover.
So Frakes talks about being involved behind the scenes, going into the highly anticipated premiere, after having directed in season 1, and how he felt conflicted reading some of the reviews. Okay. What a treat, that show. This is from Jonathan Frakes. I was there when they premiered, and all of a sudden, everybody loved it, the fans and the critics. I was able to experience the joy of that cast seeing their work appreciated and loved. Unfortunately, part of what happened during that time was that the fans and the critics took the same opportunity to say, this is the Trek we've been waiting for. Either written or unwritten was not Discovery and not Picard. If you recall, there was a congratulations and a slap in the same swing. So basically what he's saying here is that people were saying, wow, we love Strange New Worlds, but we hate Picard and Discovery. And because he was working on Picard and Discovery, that's the bittersweet for him.
Right, but then you did Picard season 3, and it ranked way higher than Strange New Worlds ever have.
Well, we're not sure yet, actually. So it ranked really, really high.
If you look at just looking at Google Trends, puts it leaps and bounds ahead of Strange New Worlds.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
we showed that comparison.
Yeah, Joe Cronin did this whole thing on Twitter about it, and he showed the Google Trends between the times that they started, a week before it started to a week afterwards, and Picard, there was more excitement and more buzz and more impressions and more everything about Picard than any season of Strange New Worlds.
Well, I mean, I hope that resonates. But what I'll tell you is that if Strange New World season 2 had been lukewarm reception, then you might have seen a shakeup of Star Trek going forward. But I hate to say it, and it's great for people who love Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. That may have given Alex Kurtzman enough leash to do more with the franchise going forward. Instead of going, having to go the way of legacy, because that was the only thing that pegged. Now they can hold on to, well, wait a sec, the Strange New Worlds thing's really good. And of course, that really bothers me because it's Strange New Worlds that's not serious Star Trek. It's joke Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if I'm going to get more of that stuff going forward, it's frustrating for me personally as a fan. But they could be encouraged to make more stuff like that, because I know Lower Decks isn't doing poorly either. So
I just can't wait to see gay Klingons.
What?